Right, so my name is Isaac Chavez. I am currently with eXp Realty, and I have been with them just about 5 years. My wife Ellie is my business partner, and we're one of the rare husband and wife teams, and we love it. We have been in Boise for about 7 years now, and we have three teenage children. A couple of them have expressed interest in going into the industry, so that's kind of exciting. And then I'm running to be a director on the Boise Regional Realtors Board of Directors. And I'm really excited to be able to give back to the membership. I believe I would be the first agent from eXp Realty to serve on the BRR board, and I think that would be a great privilege. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to accomplish here. So I've been in the real estate industry about 17 years, and I've been extremely active in the realtor organization. I can say that I actually am uniquely prepared because I actually spent 10 years working for the NAR world. I served as the association executive of a local association similar to BRR in New Mexico. And then I got to serve as the state CEO for the Vermont Association of Realtors. And I actually served as the CEO of the Idaho Association of Realtors. And then about 5 years ago, I went ahead and reactivated my license and joined all of my fellow agents in the field. So my experience being on the staff side of the NER and being an agent, I think prepares me extremely well to serve on the board of realtors and represent the interests of the agents, but also understand what it takes to run the association and appreciate the staff and the effort that goes into making this work really well. So that's kind of my experience. I also am a big advocate of RPAC, and you can see from my pin, I'm actually in the RPAC Hall of Fame, which there's only about 15 of us in Idaho. So it just shows that over my career, I've been a big advocate for RPAC, and I've seen how it works at the state, local, and national level. So for me, I feel like somebody who's on the board of directors should be a major investor themselves, and I would be an advocate for that. Well, so currently I actually sit as the chairperson of the BRR Bylaws and Governance Committee, and I've been doing that for about 5 years now. So it's always been a passion of mine to see that the policies and the bylaws and the rules and regulations of the association and the MLS are updated and modern and relevant and maintained and sustained. So that would be one of my goals, is just to make sure that our house is in order, to work with the new CEO, Lisa, and the staff and the other board members, and just make sure that we're relevant and that we're following the best practices of the other similar size associations around the country. I don't think in our industry it pays to be an island. I think there's so many best practices out there, and a lot of times we just don't know where to look. So part of my experience with having been on both sides, I think I can help facilitate that. And that's one of my goals. Another goal, as I mentioned earlier, is I'm a big advocate for RPAC. So I would love to see our membership increase in participation. We've been great. We have an awesome GAD and Cameron Kinzer, and we've been great at growing our RPAC totals every year. But I think where we haven't been so successful is broadening our depth of participation. There's thousands of BRR members that don't even give the minimum $35 a year. So I'd like to work towards that and help out with that effort as much as I can by setting the example. And then the last thing that I think I would really like to work on as a BRR director over the next few years, if I'm lucky enough to be elected, is kind of helping move into this next phase. Obviously, we're in a year of extreme transition to a new building, new staff, new leadership. We have the incoming NAR president from the area, Tracy Casper. There's just so many moving parts, and a lot of realtors are not creatures of change. In our industry, we have members that have been doing this for 20, 30, 40 years, and sometimes change is tough. So I'd like to see if I can help be a conduit to that, and maybe work towards helping our members realize that change can be good, and that we can work on shaping the change so that it doesn't feel like it's sudden or too much. And that takes time, but it also takes cooperation between the staff, the board, the executive leadership, the Idaho Realtors leadership, all of those pieces together. If everybody's on the same page, shouldn't be such a big deal. And I think those are kind of what I'd like to focus on. I do serve as the Idaho State Association Director for BRR as well. I'm also currently the president of the VA Rep, which is the Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals, and that's a group of industry professionals that we basically raise money. We're a nonprofit, and we help disabled veterans in the Treasure Valley with their emergency housing needs. So we do things like if a disabled veteran is no longer mobile, we will help renovate their bathroom to make it mobile friendly. We help disabled vets that don't have a bed. We'll buy them a bed, or they need a water heater. So that's a 501c3 that's really close to my heart, and I'd like to see that maybe grow. So I think I would probably maybe introduce that group to the BRR membership on a larger scale. You don't have to be a veteran to be a member, but our goal is to help local, mostly Vietnam era veterans that have had a lot of physical needs. So those are the things that I bring to the table, and I hope that you choose me to be your next BRR director. Thank you very much.